Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger, welcome aboard. We're gonna do something crazy today. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so good. I have, I'm gonna make a sandwich, like a Mexican style sandwich. I'm gonna do some rotel. I think I'm gonna do some rotel. I gotta see if I have some rotel. Anyway, it's gonna be, I'm gonna fry some bacon. I'm gonna use the grease from the bacon and make a sandwich. I don't know if I have, I hope I have rotel. But that's, if not, I'll use some fresh tomatoes and stuff like that. I do have that. We're gonna do the eggs, the toast, the bacon, all that stuff. We're gonna create a crazy sandwich. You guys ready? Let's go. Chin chin. Alright, you guys, here it is. Very nice air fryer by DeLonghi called the Rapid Crisp. This is the 5-quart. There is a 4-quart out there as well, which I have over there in the corner. You use it all the time. It's really nice to have 2 air fryers. Actually, I have 3. I have more than that, but you don't need to know that. When they go on sale, Black Friday or whatever, trust me, I get an air fryer. From DeLonghi, of course. Alright. So let's cook some bacon so we can use that grease to make our eggs in the sandwich per se. Alright. So I had some bacon that my daughter needed to use for a recipe, and she cut it in half, so that's why it's half pieces here. So it's like three or 4 slices of bacon. It's gonna shrink up quite a bit. Hey, have you cooked bacon in your air fryer? Talk about the easiest thing. I did a short a long time ago. Oh well, a couple years ago. One of my very first shorts. That sounds weird. I took a big pound of bacon bits and pieces. I think it's like 3 pounds. I can't remember. Frozen, and I put it in the air fryer. You need to, I'm going to put a link at the end if I can, so you need to check that out. Alright, so with this air fryer, it's got a few settings here. When you turn it on, it goes to fries. So you got fries, you've got pizza, you've got chicken, casserole, and manual. Okay, so for this, I like to use manual for a lot of stuff. Now, if I want to slow cook something, not at the highest setting, you know, like a convection oven type cooking, I go to the chicken one. It's lower. Casserole is nice too. I've done casseroles. I've done it all. Alright, so number 3 is good. Don't worry about it. Turn that light on if you want the bottom light on. Or bottom burner. If you don't have a bottom burner, don't worry about it. Just flip your bacon halfway. It's not a big deal. So, you know, a lot of air fryers have that basket with the holes and all that stuff. Listen, you could go to the Dollar Tree and get those aluminum containers that fit in that. It works, okay? If you don't want anything to leak out, like make a casserole or something like that, pie, cake, or whatever. Alright, those things work. If it's oven proof, it's air fryer proof. Okay, the silicone stuff you see, that's good too, so just don't stress about it. I'm gonna leave 30 minutes up there just so we can see how much time I cook this for. It's just bacon, it's not a big deal. Probably takes about 5 minutes. We'll see, okay? We'll be back. Alright, so while the bacon is cooking, let's get this ready. We got 2 eggs here. And I had some cherry tomatoes. I diced up probably about 5 or 6 of them. This is part of a green pepper. And some red onions. You do what you gotta do. It doesn't matter. You could actually drain a can of rotel and do that. Okay? So there's no seasoning in there. I'm gonna mix this up. I was thinking about adding some cream to this or milk, but I think I'll leave it alone. But I'm going to use this seasoning from Badia. This is lovely. Cilantro and lime. It's like kind of like having a little Mexican-ish little breakfast. I'm going to sprinkle some of that. You know what else would be good if I had some? I don't buy that stuff usually. Mrs. Dash, they got such lovely flavors. Badia's seasonings are amazing, you guys. Alright. That looks good. So I'm gonna wait till my bacon's done, and then we'll let that sit for a little bit. We'll be back. All right, you guys, here we go. We got 19 minutes left. We're gonna call it done. Smells delicious. Let's get this out of here. Who saves their bacon grease? I do. I put it in mason jars. Well, I strain it first. Okay, looks good. Alright, so I did add another egg because it just looked like I had too much ingredients and not enough eggs. So it's 3 eggs, you guys, okay? So let's dump that in there. Again, if you don't have a bottom burner, it's still gonna work, okay? So let's take our 2 pieces of bread here. Let's get some egg on both sides. Okay. So we're gonna put the bacon on there. Watch yourself. Don't burn yourself like I just did. I did burn myself, but that. Okay, I've got some cheese. Yeah, we're gonna put some cheese. This is monster cheese. It doesn't matter. That's what it is. All right, so let's flip this over. Some of the egg anyways. Let's try it out, shall we? Do I have a spatula that works? Yes. All right, so let's cook this up for a little bit. I want the egg to set a little bit. It's going to continue. Let's resume it. I'm going to do it for probably 2 minutes, and then we'll flip the egg over on top. Okay. Plus the cheese, it's going to melt a little bit. It's going to help that egg stick to it. All right, we'll be back. Doesn't take very long. 1 minute. I'm going to call it done. I got jalapeno off the branches there, and I'm gonna drop them on some of this egg while it's still wet. Doesn't that look beautiful? Of course this is optional, but hey, when you got jalapenos, you use them. I love jalapenos. I just do. Alright, look, see, that cheese didn't take long, does it? Alright, so let me fold this egg over. This jalapeno down. Don't worry, it'll work. It'll work. It's really an awkward angle, okay? It's not a big deal. All right. I'm gonna do this for a couple minutes, maybe 1. We'll see. I'm just experimenting. I'm not in a hurry. All right, 1 minute. Done. Done. Hey, cook some eggs in your air fryer too. I'm telling you, what if that's the only appliance you have? You know what I'm saying? I'm making a mess here, so that's okay. I'm gonna put this on top here. Dang, come on, work with me here. Here we go. All right, so now we're really gonna cook it. Yeah. All right. So leave it alone. I'm gonna do that for maybe 5 minutes. We'll be back. I just flipped this bad boy over at 12 minutes left, and I bumped it up to the highest setting, okay? Because it was greasy because of the bacon grease. So put your air fryer to full blast and cook it for 5 minutes and flip it over. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. We'll be back. Guys, we're done. I'm gonna plate that and taste it. Look at that monstrosity. Isn't that pretty though? All right, it looks good. It's a bit tricky, but you know what? Don't be afraid. That's why I love to cook. I love experiments. I'm not afraid to try it. The husband always says, like, that's not gonna work, and I'm like, watch me, okay? I love it. Leftovers, done. All right, so let me plate that, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, cut it up to take a picture, but look at it. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? You could have, you know, a plate with eggs, bacon, and toast. An omelet with bacon and toast. Or you could just make the whole thing in a sandwich. Alright, here we go. And, like I said, no bottom burner. Don't worry about it. Flip your sandwich over. Once it's set, you're good to go. Who wants a bite? Bacon came with it. Boy, that's good. That is delicious, you guys. I don't know if it's because it was cooked in bacon grease or what. A little bit of that seasoning was good. Holy cow. Look what I did with just crappy leftovers. My cherry tomatoes were just like a little wrinkly because I don't like that stuff in my salad. So I was like, what can I do with this? It actually started with my cherry tomatoes. And I was like, I've got bread, I've got the jalapenos, the bacon. This is so good. Don't worry about it. Look, see I got bacon grease left? Not a big deal. That is so yum. All right, if you like this kind of stuff, check out my other stuff. I experiment, man. I'm not scared about nothing. I don't like to waste food, so I look what I have in the fridge or pantry, freezer, whatever, and I make something with it. All right, you guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Give me one of these. I love those. All right, thanks for shopping. Bye-bye.